Have you ever felt exactly like Mike? Mike genuinely wants to improve his life. He dreams of exercising more, reading daily, meditating, and even learning a new language. But despite his enthusiasm, Mike often gets stuck and struggles to keep these habits going for more than a few days. We've all been there, right? Today, let's talk about why habits don't stick and how you can finally create lasting change using something called the 2-minute rule. Why do we find it so hard to keep up new habits? Usually, we aim too high. We promise ourselves we'll hit the gym daily for an hour, read a whole book every week, or completely change our eating habits all at once. At first, motivation is high. We feel unstoppable. But motivation, unfortunately, doesn't last forever. It quickly fades, leaving us overwhelmed and defeated, causing us to abandon our goals altogether. Here's the good news. It's not your fault. The issue isn't your discipline or your willpower. It's simply the approach you're using to build new habits. That's exactly why the 2-minute rule is so effective. James Clear, in his powerful book Atomic Habits, states that any new habit should initially take less than 2 minutes to perform. It sounds almost too easy, doesn't it? But that's exactly why it works. This rule isn't about achieving enormous results immediately. It's about creating consistency and gradually building momentum. James Clear puts it perfectly. A habit must be established before it can be improved. Start small. Master the art of showing up. Optimize later. In other words, before you worry about doing something perfectly, you just need to start. Small steps matter, because once you consistently show up, improvement happens naturally. Let me show you what this might look like in practice. Want to read more? Instead of aiming for a chapter or two every night, start by reading just one page. Dreaming of running regularly? Simply put your running shoes on and step outside your door. Wish to meditate every morning? Begin by dedicating only 2 minutes each day to quiet breathing. If there's something you don't want to do, simplify the task to 2 minutes or less. For instance, if cleaning your room feels overwhelming, just tidy one small corner or put away a few items. Suddenly, those daunting tasks become manageable, realistic, and even enjoyable. But there's even more magic to the 2-minute rule. When you consistently perform these tiny actions, something powerful happens. You begin to build confidence and reshape your identity. You're no longer someone who's trying to be more active or more disciplined. You're actively becoming that person, step by tiny step. Before you realize it, those 2 minutes naturally expand into larger, meaningful habits that positively transform your life. Let me share a personal example to illustrate how effective this rule can be. A while ago, I wanted to develop a habit of studying 2 hours every night after work. At first, the thought of spending 2 whole hours studying after a tiring day felt overwhelming. Truthfully, it felt nearly impossible. I was exhausted just thinking about it. That's when I discovered the 2-minute rule. Initially, I was skeptical. Could something so simple really help me create such a significant habit? But I gave it a try anyway. Every evening, I'd sit at my desk, open my laptop, and commit to studying for just 2 minutes. And then I'd stop, close the laptop, and move on with my evening. At first, it felt strange, almost too simple. Yet something remarkable began to happen. Day after day, these tiny 2-minute sessions felt easier, almost effortless. Because the barrier to starting was incredibly low, I never skipped a day. Soon enough, these brief sessions naturally started lasting longer. 2 minutes turned into 5, then 10, and eventually 30 minutes or more. I have become the type of person who studies daily. Studying had shifted from feeling like a burden to becoming a normal, enjoyable part of my routine. Without even realizing it, I had effortlessly built a consistent and impactful habit. And here's what surprised me most. This habit didn't just improve my study routine. It boosted my overall confidence and positively impacted other areas of my life as well. My productivity increased, my confidence grew, and I genuinely felt better about myself. All of this happened because I started with something incredibly small and manageable. Now it's your turn. Think about a habit you've been struggling with. Maybe it's cooking healthier meals regularly, practicing a musical instrument, exercising more frequently, or keeping your space tidy. Whatever your goal might be, try applying the 2-minute rule today. Start with something extremely simple. So simple, it almost feels too easy. Celebrate each small success because each 2-minute effort is a critical step toward lasting change. Over time, you'll see these small efforts grow into meaningful habits that enhance your life. Imagine the impact of being just a little more consistent in one area of your life. Picture how you'd feel after building a habit you've always wanted but struggled to achieve. Doesn't it feel exciting? Remember, lasting change doesn't happen overnight. It happens 2 minutes at a time. If this video was helpful to you, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.